A pleasant good morning and welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey, where today, the Somerset Patriots take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for the second of a 4-game series and the second of a 7-game homestand. We've got a day-night doubleheader on tap at the Jewel of the Atlantic League, and it starts in the morning with an 11:05 a.m. first pitch. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz, and I have the pleasure of being joined alongside Brandon Pelter once again on the voice of Central Jersey, 1450 WCTC, as well as SPN.TV. The Patriots entering today's ball game, game 1 of 2 today, game 2 of a 4-game set. They are riding a season-long 4-game losing streak, and they hope to turn that around against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs team that's still entering today's ball game, worst record in the Atlantic League. But before we get into that, the most important question of the day, Brandon, how are you doing?
Well, it's a perfect day for baseball. We've got 2 games ahead of us today in the big 2 games for the Patriots. I'm doing great.
So Somerset not doing as great as you are right now, Brandon. The Patriots dropped a tough one last night. It was a 2-1 loss in the series opener to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. They had their ace on the mound, David Kubiak, and Kubiak entering with a franchise record 26 2/3 consecutive innings without allowing a run. He would go the first 7 innings last night without allowing a run as well, extending that streak to 33 2/3 innings. He took a 1-0 lead into the top of the 8th inning, and unfortunately at that, Brandon, the game started to fall apart.
Listen, you said Kubiak was the ace, and he was an ace last night. He didn't have his best stuff, but he found a way to get outs through 8 innings pitched. Gave up 5 hits, 5 walks as well, but still had 10 strikeouts and got into the trouble, as you mentioned, in that 8th inning. Giving up 2 runs, things kind of fell off a little bit when Kent Blackstone started off the inning laying down a bunt. Kubiak threw it away, allowing Blackstone to advance to second base, and from there, it was a struggle to get through the inning. 8 Southern Maryland hitters came to the plate, but Somerset had a chance, and the bats just couldn't get going.
So Somerset wound up having the tying run in scoring position in both the 8th inning and the 9th inning, and ultimately were not able to get the job done as the Patriots wound up dropping last night's ball game by a score of 2-1. So it's a very close Liberty division right now in the Atlantic League. The Patriots had an opportunity to gain a game on the first-place Long Island Ducks last night, who lost to the New Britain Bees, but Somerset wasn't able to get the job done. So currently, the Ducks are in first place. The High Point Rockers, they won last night against the York Revolution and actually have an early game against the Revs here today as well. They're a game and a half out in second place. The New Britain Bees 3.5 out in fourth, and the Somerset Patriots finding themselves, Brendan, in unfamiliar territory. They're 4 games back. They're in sole possession of last place in Liberty Division. But we've talked about this before, Brandon. The schedule, at least as it's currently situated, does give Somerset an opportunity to sort of change the tide here.
Yeah, no question. I mean, first of all, you've still got 6 games against the bottom 2 teams in the league coming up here right at home at TD Bank Ballpark, and 2 of those games are today, and then you've got Long Island, still 9 games against them in the first half of this season. So today we'll see games 38 and 39 out of the first 70 the first half of the season, and while Somerset, sure, they're 4 games back, I think the door is still wide open in that Liberty division.
The Patriots, they bring Vince Molesky on the mound here for game 1. It'll be Brett Oberholzer for game 2. And we'll get to Oberholzer in a bit, but Vince Molesky today, Brandon, he's making his 3rd start of the season. The first start, not exactly how he wanted, but he did show promise in his last start for the Patriots.
Yeah, he bounced back on the 25th, and that was actually at Southern Maryland, pitching 4 innings, giving up just 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. That only his 2nd start, his 8th appearance. We've seen him for the most part out of the bullpen, but he seems to be adjusting back to that starting role fairly well, and hopefully for Somerset's sake they get another outing like that. Remember, 2 7-inning games, so if you can get your starter to give you 6 innings, that's huge.
Oh, the Patriots certainly will be hoping for 6 innings out of Molesky today, so he takes the mound in game 1, going up against a team that he's already had success against. But on the offensive side of things, certainly a different lineup for the Patriots, working a couple of guys into the lineup that haven't necessarily gotten a lot of playing time as of late, but after plating just one run last night, Brett Jody switching things up, hoping to find a new spark plug today.
I think one of the things that Brett does best is the door is never shut, right? You never know that you are 100% penciled into that lineup. So day in and day out, you better give 100% effort. And we see the changes today, and I think it's a perfect time to do it in the day part of this doubleheader today. But Gabriel Bracamonte stationed into the lineup. Scott Kelly coming off of a huge game. That was in Sugarland on Sunday, 3 for 3 day for him. So definitely some changes, and also Justin Pacioli, the familiar face, back in the lineup after getting banged up a couple weeks ago in Lancaster.
Well, Brett Jody and Stan Clyburn, the manager of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, still having a conversation at home plate. Looks like they're about ready to wrap it up. As Brandon mentioned, we have 2 7-inning ball games today. It's a 7-inning effort here for Game 1, and then Game 2, scheduled for a 7:05 p.m. first pitch, will also be a 7-inning ball game. There is a threat of some inclement weather in the early evening tonight, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but that game is still on as scheduled. But we should be good to go for today's ball game. Sunny skies and warm temperatures as we get ready for the Patriots to take the field here at TD Bank Ballpark. It is our third and final STEM day at the ballpark this season. It is presented by Sanofi. We'll have a couple of interviews in the 5th inning. Paul Winslow, President Students to Science, will be on in the bottom of the 5th. It'll actually be Peter O'Lally on for the top half of the 5th inning. So we're going to have some fun, play some baseball, and we're also going to learn a little bit about the science behind baseball as well. Certainly a lot to get ready there. The Patriots at the top step of their dugout, awaiting Vince Molesky's lead out of the dugout and onto the field. The Blue Crabs, they have Brandon Compton coming onto the mound today. It'll be the second time the Patriots have worked against Compton this season. They had success the first time. They hope that carries over here again today. Molesky leads the Patriots on the field. The Blue Crabs exit their dugout. So we will step aside for the national anthem. When we return, we'll go over the TD Bank starting lineups and get ready for first pitch. It's the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader coming your way next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Please rise. This morning we'll have our rendition of God Bless America, followed by our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Smith, God Bless America.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slamming hit, come on and get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots Baseball is brought to you by Atlantic Health Systems, Brother, Diamond Nation, Flemington Car and Truck Country, Flemington Department Store, Fullerton Auto, Health Quest, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Lottery, RWJ Barnabas Health, Bolari Design, Northern New Jersey ROTC, T-Mobile, TD Bank.
It's slamming hit, come on, get patriotic.
Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots Camp Days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2019 camp dates are officially set for Thursday, July 18th, Wednesday, July 31st, and Wednesday, August 14th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark to enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and tickets start at just $8. There are also lunch options available for just $5. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure a memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trip for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip. It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
We're ready to return, Ann, whenever you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we will be playing a 7-inning ball game. A 7-inning ball game this morning, and it's time to play ball.
And welcome back here to TD Bank Ballpark. We're getting ready for first pitch of Game 1 between the Somerset Patriots and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Mark Schwartz alongside Brandon Pelter. Time now to jump into the TD Bank Ballpark, the TD Bank lineups quickly. And before we get to that, it'll be Vince Molesky on the mound here for the Somerset Patriots as he gets ready for the first pitch in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. Works against Kent Blackstone. The first pitch of the ball game, a grounder hit to second, backhanded sliding pick by Massey. Throw to first. Gabriel Bracamonte manning first base, jumps in the air, makes the catch, lands to the ground, gets his right foot on the bag. One pitch and one away, and an eventful way to start today's ball game. So quickly, the TD Bank starting lineup for the Blue Crabs. They're managed by Stan Clyburn, assisted by Joe Walsh, Daisuke Yoshida, Darryl Thompson, and Craig Maddox. Blackstone leads off at second base. Ruby Silva hits second in right field. Frank Martinez, the starting third baseman, batting third. Jose Julio Ruiz hitting fourth. Corey Vaughn fifth. Craig Maddox, the DH, batting sixth. Edwin Garcia seventh. Tony Thomas eighth. And Mike Falsetti rounds up the order, batting ninth. First pitch to Ruby Silva, swung on and fouled off down the left field line. Ray Navarro, the third baseman, gives it a look, but it lands out of play.
That plan of attack still the same for this Blue Crabs offense. Early and swing often. First 2 pitches, we've seen hacks from these Blue Crabs batters.
So it's an 0-1 count. Ruby Silva at the plate, and it is Vince Molesky on the mound for the Patriots, making his third start of the season in his second year with Somerset. Molesky, a 6'4", 215-pound righty. From the stretch with nobody on and a fastball in for a called strike going 2.
Talked about the bounce back that we saw from him against this Blue Crabs team in his second start, going 4 innings, giving up 3 hits and no runs. Get another outing like that, 5-6 innings under his belt, and Brett Jody can't ask for much more.
Works from the stretch with nobody on. 0-2 to Silva. Chopper back to the mound. The 6'4" righty reaches up with the glove, makes the stop, and a soft toss on to first base. 2 away in the top of the first inning. So the defensive alignment for the Patriots, it's a bit of a new one today. Ramon Flores in left, Justin Pacioli plugged back into the lineup in center, and Darby Myers plugged back into the lineup over in right. Along the infield, Navarro gets the start over at third, but it's Scott Kelly starting at shortstop for Game 1, Craig Massey at second, Gabriel Bracamonte making his first start of the season at first base, and Michael Ullman doing the catching, with Molesky on the mound. First pitch to Frank Martinez, a fastball taken up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The umpires for today's ball game, Calvin Baker calling balls and strikes, Richard Katz over at first, Mel Chedham at third. Now the 1-0 to the switch hitting Martinez, taken low and in, 2 balls and no strikes. We're just underway for Game 1 of today's doubleheader. No score between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Again, a 7-inning ball game scheduled both for today in Game 1. and the nightcap as well. 2-0 to Martinez, a soft ground ball to second. Massey in front, easy glove, easy throw to first, a little offline. Bracamonte makes the catch, steps on the bag, and the inning is over. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Vince Molesky. No scores. We move to the bottom half of the inning on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again.
Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
Bottom of the first inning, scoreless between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Today's TD Bank starting lineup for Somerset, managed by Brett Jody, assisted by Glenn Barker and John Hunton. Darby Myers leads off. Ramon Flores hits second and Ray Navarro third. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Edwin Espinal, the Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ballgame, also the team's DH. Craig Massey hits fifth, Justin Pacioli sixth, Mike Ullman batting seventh, Scott Kelly eighth, and Gabriel Bracamonte rounds up the order, hitting ninth, as they work against the righty Brandon Compton on the mound for the Blue Crabs.
Compton, in his second season with Southern Maryland, late last year, got picked up by the Toronto Blue Jays, though.
First pitch to the righty Darby Myers, a called strike 0-1. Compton, a 6'2", 205-pound righty from Augusta, Georgia, as Myers chops one foul down the first base line, 0-2.
He's making his 8th start for the Blue Crabs this year. Just a 1-4 record through 38 innings. Pitched the ERA at 4.74. And he's susceptible to hit. Has given up 42 hits, 5 home runs.
Myers chops one foul down the third base line to keep it at an 0-2 count.
But the strikeout numbers are up as well over those 38 innings, 37 Ks.
Second time the Patriots are seeing Compton pitch. Last time they worked against the righty, Patriots put 5 runs on the board over just 3 innings of work. As Myers slices another one foul. Out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. That start for Compton against the Patriots came back on May 25th, which is notable because the same day that Compton was on the mound, that was when Darby Myers had his best game as a Patriot. 5 for 6 in that ballgame. 0-2. Strike 3 called, knee-high fastball on the outside corner. First strikeout of the ballgame for Compton, and there's one away in the bottom of the first inning.
And that was just a pitcher's pitch. Good placement on that one. Caught the outside corner right at the knees. A good spot from Compton.
So the defensive alignment for the Blue Crabs in the bottom of the first inning, Tony Thomas in left, Corey Vaughn in center, Ruby Silva in right. Along the infield, Frank Martinez at the third baseman, Edwin Garcia at short, Kent Blackstone at second, Jose Julio Ruiz at first, and Mike Falsetti doing the catching. As the first pitch to Ramon Flores in for a called strike 0-1. Flores batting .323 on the year, 5th best batting average in the Atlantic League. As the 0-1 is softly grounded to second. Gobbled up by Blackstone. His throw offline, but the tag applied on Flores. And there's 2 away. And early on, second basemen have been struggling throwing over to first.
Yeah, first basemen have really been put to work, and especially when we went to break, we talked about Gabriel Bracamonte for the Patriots, not a natural first baseman, not one by trade, and he's also only 5'9". You usually tend to see 6'2", 6'3 plus for your first baseman.
2 out, nobody on. Here's Ray Navarro. Switch hitting third baseman. First pitch from Compton, a fastball in for a called strike. Inside part of the plate, 0-1. Navarro batting .262 with a couple home runs, 8 runs batted in. Narrowly missed 2 home runs last night. Jumps out of the way of a fastball inside here, 1 ball and 1 strike. Somerset wearing their home whites here for game 1. White top, white pants, navy cap, navy brim. Blue Crabs in the same camo white and gray uniform with blue sleeves as they wore last night. As Navarro takes this low, 2 balls in the strike. A little bit of an overcast sky here at TD Bank Ballpark today, 72 degrees was our first pitch temperature. 2-1. Called strike. Knee high outside part of the plate, 2-2. It was a 2-1 Blue Crab win last night. A game that was scoreless until the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitchers duel between David Kubiak and Craig Stem. Now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. In the dirt, Navarro tried to golf it out. And instead comes up empty. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brandon Compton. No scores. We move to the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
I think it's slowing them down a little bit, actually. I think it's slowing them down. It's not taking flight. Katie, come on, you can do it. Make noise for everybody, come on. Let's go, Katie, you're looking good. Oh, his parachute completely failed, guys. The parachute is done. Katie's making her way around the bases. Here she comes. She could go all the way. Yes, Katie. Yes, Katie. Yes, make some noise, everybody. Amazing job out there. Get over here, Katie. Congratulations. You beat Sparky himself, everybody. Amazing job, Katie. And we're going to hook you up with some cool stuff on behalf of our friends at Robert Wood Johnson University. Once again, don't forget to check out...
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information. Hey fans, all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code PATRIOTS3. You get a 50% ticket discount. Be sure to visit AARP.org today for more information on how you can become a member. AARP, real possibilities. Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Vince Molesky back on the mound. Top of the second inning, scoreless between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Jose Julio Ruiz leads off and takes the first pitch inside. Jackknifes out of the way, 1 ball and no strikes. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Blue Crabs here in a scoreless contest. Top of the second inning of a 7-inning affair, at least scheduled to go 7. As Julio Ruiz takes this one on the outside part of the plate for a called strike, 1-1.
6 up and 6 down thus far. It took just a combined 19 pitches for both pitchers to get through the first inning.
Just a 7-pitch top of the first for Molesky. Now the 1-1. Julio Ruiz swings and lines it out to right center field. Pacioli ranges to his left, has to play it on hop. We have our first base runner of the game. It's a leadoff single for Julio Ruiz in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up Corey Vaughn.
That one elevated in the zone. Not hard for Julio Ruiz to get there either, and was able to extend the hands, put a real good piece of wood on that.
So runner at first, nobody out, top of the second inning. Here's Vaughn, a 259 batter, 6 home runs, and 16 runs batted in. Molesky hoping to turn things around. His last time on the rubber didn't go too well for him. He's pitching in a relief role down in Sugar Land. First pitch to Vaughn is hit off the end of the bat, down the right field line, and it slices just a bit foul. Vaughn might have broken his bat on that pitch, and it's an 0-1 count.
I was going to say, it sounded like he needed a new piece of lumber. That just kind of off the top of the bat. And he's making his way slowly to the dugout.
Well, Vince's last time, it came in a difficult loss for the Somerset Patriots. It was back on June 1st, the penultimate game of that series against the Sugar Land Skeeters, a game in which Somerset went back and forth with Sugar Land. Molesky tossed 2/3 of an inning, wound up allowing 3 runs, only one of which earned. That included a grand slam that he offered up to Juan Silverio in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-1 to Vaughn, a called strike, 0-2.
And that Sugar Land team has a lot of pop.
They showed it off over the last series, taking 5 of 7 from the Patriots, including the last 3 games of that series. Somerset then dropped last night's ball game, a season-high 4-game losing streak for the men in red, white, and blue. The 0-2 to Vaughn, a line drive just past the diving shortstop Kelly. Bounces off his diving glove, ranging over to his right, ricochets into left field, and it's a base hit for Corey Vaughn. Runners at first and second with nobody out.
Well, Kelly's a utility guy, so he's played really just about everywhere in the field, but he got a really good read on that ball, and he's pretty frustrated he couldn't haul it in.
Made a full extension dive to his right, but just not enough for Kelly. So Julio Ruiz and Corey Vaughn go back-to-back with base hits to begin the top of the second inning. Now the team's hitting coach, Craig Maddox, does not bunt, grounds it to second, a diving stop by Massey, flip to Kelly for 1, and on to first for a double play. 4-6-3 if you're keeping score at home. Nicely turned by Kelly, a great stop by Massey, and now 2 away in the top of the second.
And a really nice turn there. Somerset was in double play depth, so Massey was in a little bit, and that almost kind of caught him off guard. Had to range to his right, get that ball out of his glove quickly, too, after laying out.
So 2 out, a runner at third now in the top of the second inning. Twin killing helps Molesky, but he's not out of the woods just yet. It'll be the shortstop Edwin Garcia, 222 batter, with a home run and 7 runs batted in. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch, breaking ball, taken a little high, 1 ball and no strikes. Molesky coming off of such a terrific first season with the Patriots. Team's best starting pitcher over the second half. Game 1 Liberty Division Championship Series starter. 1-0. A called strike, 1-1.
Boy, would Somerset love to get him back to that form. Still looking for a few more solid starters to join David Kubiak.
Molesky had the second lowest qualified earned run average in the Atlantic League last year, as the 1-1 to Garcia misses up and in, 2 balls and a strike.
And another guy, we'll see him later tonight, who Somerset is hoping can really transform into a good starting pitcher in Brett Oberholzer. He's been showing signs of it as of late.
Runner at third, 2 out, top of the second. 2-1 to Garcia, popped up, out to center field, Pacioli underneath it. Has plenty of time, makes the catch, innings over, and Molesky keeps the Blue Crabs off the board. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. No score to the bottom of the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here. Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
From half.
40 degrees, we're taking it to. Let's see. Oh, this is like 35. I think these guys right here are going to get it. I think Edison's got this one on point. That's all the shirts for this round, guys, just for this round. Once again, don't forget to visit the virtual lab with our friends from Sanity and students of science up top and see how you can bring the Blue Lab to your school.
Sanofi is excited to be sponsor of the STEMS Day program. Sanofi is committed to strengthening communities where its employees live and work.
Do you or a loved one need help for mental health or addiction illness but don't know where to start? Visit carrierclinic.org and click on the What to Do icon to get the help that you need. Shopping for a new car, hit a home run with all the great deals available now at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. The Patriots would like to thank Children's Specialized Hospital for their support of the 2019 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. We're in the bottom of the second inning. We are scoreless. Mark Schwartz alongside Brandon Pelter. And it'll be El Poco to lead off, working against Brandon Compton. First pitch to Edwin Espinal, fastball taken low, 1 ball and no strikes.
And he cooled off against Sugarland in the 7-game stretch, but in 3 games against Southern Maryland, 6 for 14 with 5 RBI.
1-0, a grounder up the middle. Ranging to his right is the second baseman Blackstone. Collects, throws on to first, and there's 1 away.
Coming out of the rubber with Johnson on deck circle.
1 out, nobody on. Here's Craig Massey. 4-5-6 due up for Somerset in the bottom of the second inning. Brandon Compton worked the 12-pitch 1-2-3 bottom of the first. Now Massey batting in the middle of the Patriot lineup today. Again, some changes. Massey batting 5th, Pacioli 6th. Bracamonte and Kelly in the lineup. Myers leading off, Flores second. A lot of different looks for Brett Jody's squad today as the first pitch to Massey taken for a strike, 0-1. Craig reached base twice yesterday, went 1 for 3, also drew a walk. Now a 20-game on-base streak for the second-year Patriot. Jumps out of the way of a fastball here, 1-1. Massey had the longest on-base streak on the team last year, a 29-game stretch from the beginning of July into the beginning of August. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. To his left goes Blackstone, and a toss on to first base in time. Now already 3 putouts for Ken Blackstone. And there's 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the second.
Both second basemen have been in action, been a part of 6 plays. Craig Massey with the 2 putouts and also started the 4-6-3 double play with a nice play of his own.
So 2 out, nobody on. Compton's retired the first 5 that he's faced. Here's Justin Pacioli. Plugged back into the lineup, a .259 batter on the year. Takes the first pitch, fastball for a strike, 0-1.
This is his first start since the 19th of May.
Pacioli was taken out of that ball game in the 5th inning after making a tremendous diving catch. Left center field as he grounds one to the left side of the infield here, and it finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. 2 out single for Justin Pacioli. First base runner of the game for Somerset. We'll see how aggressive Pacioli wants to get here along the base paths with Michael Ullman stepping in.
That one came in on the hands. Pacioli didn't really get a good piece of wood on it, but just a seeing eye single that poked its way through the left side.
So now it'll be Michael Ullman, a .301 batter on the season, a home run, and 13 runs batted in. Ranks at the top 10 in the league in on-base percentage. 5th, to be exact. And he steps in here with Pacioli at first and 2 away. First pitch to Ullman. Called strike, inner half, 0-1. It was Ullman who was at the plate last night in the bottom of the 9th inning with runners at first and second and 1 away. He grounded into a 1-4-3 game-ending double play as the Blue Crabs topped the Patriots 2-1. Caccioli runs, and Ullman swings and grounds it softly back to the mound. Collected by Compton, an easy underhand flip to first, and that'll retire the side here in the second inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. No score through 2 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 28th, Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 29th. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 30th, and Saturday, September 21st. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
Somerset! Make some noise for yourselves, all you wonderful kids out here. Let's keep this party rocking, guys. Everybody, one more time for good luck. Somerset! That's what I'm talking about, guys. Let's keep it rocking, y'all.
Kids, be sure to stop by the Somerset County Library System tables on the concourse behind 202. There are some fun STEM activities for you to try, like making buttons and simulating a pop fly with a ping pong ball. While you're there, make sure to sign up for the library's Summer Reading Challenge. You can win Patriot tickets.
Diamond Nation, located in Flemington, New Jersey, is the premier baseball and softball facility in the Northeast and is home to the Jack Cuz Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Visit them at diamondnation.com today. It's the top of the third inning, and Brandon Pelter will be bringing you the play-by-play for the next couple of innings. Take it away, Brandon.
Thank you, Mark. No score in this one thus far. It's the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and Somerset Patriots. Second game of 4 in the first of 2 that will play today. Both 7-inning games. And it's Vince Molesky in his third inning of work. He'll face 8, 9, and 1. Just faced one more than the minimum. As the righty works first base side of the rubber from the stretch in the pitch. That one in the dirt to Tony Thomas. Thomas last night 1 for 3, and he was active on the base paths with 2 swiped bags.
Blue Crabs stole 3 bases as a team last night. It tied the most stolen bases Somerset's given up in a game this season.
1-0 pitch. Misses upstairs. 2-0 the count here on the 8-man Thomas. And we've seen recently Somerset catchers having a little bit of trouble getting rid of the ball and throwing down.
Yeah, Ullman has struggled a little bit with the transfer. Jovan Gonzalez last night a couple of times. Couldn't get the ball out.
2-0. Waved at and missed. Before the game yesterday, Mike Ullman was working with Brett Jody some on his footwork behind the plate and his pop into the throw down to second base. Molesky with the 2-1. Called a strike, and now 2-2 on Tony Thomas leading off the inning. He's hitting .212 with 3 home runs.
Well, it's a Blue Crabs team that doesn't run too often, but they certainly were running last night.
The pitch. This is upstairs. Looked like he might have been trying for the breaking ball, but just didn't quite get the break on it. Now the count runs full. (3-2). Just foul tipped in and out of the mid of Ullman and up the first base side. So the battle continues between Vince Molesky and Tony Thomas. It's kind of an odd day at the ballpark because the temperature is perfect in the low to mid 70s. A little bit of a breeze as well, which is nice, but plenty of cloud cover. (3-2). Swung on and lifted to right center field. Pacioli ranging over, and that dunks in for a base hit. Thomas hard around first. Here comes the throw at second, not in time. Just a touch late from Justin Pacioli, and Tony Thomas legs out a double.
Pacioli, when he ranged over to his left into the right center gap, collected the ball on one hop, and it looked like he barehanded the ball as well, but he didn't get his full body behind the throw into second base, so it wasn't as strong as he's normally accustomed to throwing it. It was an accurate throw on one hop to Scott Kelly, but Thomas was sniffing too the second he left the batter's box. Hustled in his banana turn around first base and able to beat the tag from Kelly with a quick feet-first slide.
That is a grind-it-out double from Tony Thomas. Now Mike Falsetti, first pitch swinging. He lifts this one to left field, but Flores back, settling under it, makes the catch. Thomas trying to tag. Here comes the throw. It's a good one, but up the line a bit from Ramon Flores. So Thomas over to third base, just one out in the third inning.
It's good base running from Thomas. Flores, probably the guy that you would least want to challenge in terms of arms on this Patriots outfield. But he had to range deep into left center field to make the catch on that one. Thomas trusting his own speed, able to beat the throw, and some aggressive base running. It very well could be Tony Thomas still at first base with one away in this inning. Instead, he was aggressive on the double, aggressive tagging up, and now he's 90 feet away from home.
First pitch to Kent Blackstone misses upstairs. Corners are up, but the middle infielders are back with one out in the top of the third. Still no score. Molesky, the righty, works from the stretch. That's below the chest in the 1-0. Swung on and past it, Ivan Craig Massey into right field. Thomas will score easily. It's an RBI single for Kent Blackstone, and the Blue Crabs ahead 1-0 in the third.
Blackstone's sixth run batted in of the season, and he's a very good bunter. I think that's why the Patriots were playing in. Blackstone had a bunt single in last night's ball game, so they didn't want him to sneak one against him, so Bracamonte was playing in at first. If Bracamonte's playing his normal depth at first base, he might have a chance at a backhanded pick. Now, that being said, if he is playing back, then I'm sure Thomas is running on contact. So a tough chance, but it turns into an RBI single for Blackstone.
First pitch to Ruby Silva misses inside. It's a 1-0 lead for Southern Maryland, thanks to a Kent Blackstone ground ball single through the right side that scored Tony Thomas, who just about single-handedly manufactured the run. 1-0. Poked foul.
Yeah, that run is all on Thomas. If he doesn't hustle around first base for that double, he's not able to tag up on a fly ball to left center field, and he's not able to bring the infield in and allow Blackstone to ground a base hit past that drawn-in infield. I mean, that's pretty much Tony Thomas 1, Patriots nothing.
Silva can do some damage. 3 home runs, 15 RBI. 1-1 is cued back to the screen behind the plate. He's down to 297 and actually now 0 for 1 today, so down to 295. He's below 300 for just the third time this season to start a game. He's hitting 350 through his first 15 games of the season. It's Blackstone off of first. Molesky the 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him with the breaking ball, and Silva down looking.
When Molesky's feeling good, he used that breaking ball as his out pitch. He's able to get Silva there looking. Froze it a bit. And there's 2 away.
That's just the first strikeout for Vince Molesky. And the second out in the top of the third as Frank Martinez steps in. Bracamonte holds Blackstone on at first, and a throw over, not in time.
Blackstone was leaning there. If Molesky doesn't check in on him, I think Blackstone's running. And that's the Blue Crab strategy. They've been aggressive all series long. Whenever they got a guy on last night, they were more often than not running. Blackstone has plenty of speed over at first.
The pitch is tapped foul by Martinez, who goes down to an E for a moment. The lefty hitting .262, grounded out in his first at-bat. So the Blue Crabs maybe watching some of those Sugarland games. The Skeeters, the most aggressive team in the league on base paths.
Well, I think it's some advanced scouting, seeing the Patriots haven't been doing a good job holding guys on or throwing them out.
A one runner goes, but it's fouled back.
And, you know, when you're a Blue Crabs team that isn't hitting for a high average, they have hit more home runs than the Patriots have. Every team in the league has done that so far this year. But when you're a team that's not hitting for a high average, maybe you got to start forcing the issue a bit. And I think, you know, Stan Clyburn's been around baseball for long enough. He recognizes, all right, well, you know, if these guys aren't going to get it done necessarily with the bats consistently, let's get it done with the legs when we do get on base, force the issue, force the other team to make a play, make a throw, make a tag. And if they don't, we'll take advantage. And that's what the Blue Crabs were able to do with their 2 runs in the 8th inning yesterday.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. In the dirt, Ullman blocks it up the first base side, but tracks it down before Blackstone can advance.
And, you know, it's something that the Patriots probably should be doing a little more of as well. Somerset's got the speed, and especially in today's ball game, with this lineup, Myers' speed at the top of the order. Pacioli leads the team in stolen bases despite not playing in a couple of weeks. Kelly could steal further down in the order as well. I'd like to see the team start to get a little more aggressive.
1-2. Just poked foul. Martinez throwing the bat head out there and catching a piece of it. Yeah, I think especially as Somerset continues to hit and get more guys on base, they still are struggling to score a lot of runs. I mean, we saw last night they collected 8 hits, left 10 on base. So you've got to push the issue a little bit. It's Blackstone off of first. Southern Maryland, the 1-0 lead, and a 1-2 count with 2 away on Martinez. Leske sets, the righty, throws over. And Bracamonte had to reach over the back of Blackstone to glove that one.
Bracamonte's already had his work cut out for him. And what's that old baseball adage that, you know, when you're put into a position that you're not familiar with, the ball seems to find you?
That's exactly right.
The ball has found Bracamonte so far today.
Leske in his 3rd start sets first base side of the rubber. Another throw over, nothing doing. Blackstone not a big lead. Only about 2 steps off the bag, and that time just kind of fell into that first base cushion.
He's got 1 stolen base at 2 attempts, but he's shown himself to be a pretty speedy base runner. He just hasn't had a lot of opportunities, hitting just 172 entering today's ballgame.
1-2 pitch, runner goes. Swung on and grounded left side under the glove of Ray Navarro, who laid out and into left field. Blackstone goes first to third, and now runners on the corners with 2 away.
It's a really good job of base running from Blackstone. Not only was he running on the play, but after the ball made its way through the infield, Navarro was so off the third base line to try to make that dive, Blackstone realized nobody was covering the third base bag. So even though the ball was hit to left and Flores has a strong arm, there was nobody for Flores to throw the ball to over at third base. So Blackstone raced over there. And the Blue Crabs remain aggressive. And it looks like that's going to be it for Molesky, as Dwayne Belo had been getting loose.
Brett Jody out of the dugout as the Patriots make the call to the bullpen here with 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning. Southern Maryland leads at 1-0. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose: taking care of you.
Take the call to the bullpen. It's the lefty, Dwayne Below. 6'3", 210, a 1-1 record, and he comes in with runners on the corner and 2 away in the top of the third.
Below had a rough road trip. His last 3 outings have not been great for him, and it's all been against the Sugar Land Skeeters, where he has struggled mightily. So his earned run average is a bit further north than he's accustomed to seeing. I mean, this is the guy that has made the All-Star game in each of his first 2 seasons with the Patriots. He's got a 7.04 ERA. Allowed a couple of runs over 2/3 of an inning his last time out. So he comes on the mound here. He'll be working as a primary long man today. Hope to return a sense of normalcy to this game. Brought in for the lefty-lefty matchup against Julio Ruiz. So one big batter to face to begin his evening, or his outing rather. And then he'll likely stay on for a couple of innings after that.
Runners on the corners for Southern Maryland. They've already scratched a run across this half inning to take the 1-0 lead over the Patriots. Game 1 of the day-night doubleheader. Game 2 of 4 here at TD Bank Ballpark between the two. First pitch from the lefty. It's a breaking ball that stays upstairs. Below the inflated ERA over 7. And he's making his 13th appearance of the season. Jose Julio Ruiz, the open stand from the left side, the 1-0. Poured in for a strike on the inner third. Looked like Julio Ruiz really thought about swinging at that one, but decided not to.
This is a big sequence of pitches for Below. He's been struggling. He could pump up his resume and his confidence a little bit with a big out here. And for a Patriots team struggling, Brett Jody with the quick hook. He understands Somerset needs a win today.
1-1. Swing and a ground ball right at Scott Kelly at short. Shifted toward the second base bag a hair. And he makes the play across the diamond to retire Southern Maryland. Not before they scratch a run across on 3 hits. They take a 1-0 lead through 2.5. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring. Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Let's bring yourselves one more time, everybody. Don't forget, if you guys want to get yourself a baseball, if you want to get yourself a nice squishy baseball, go find my friend Dr. Gary at the Santa Fe table up top and find out how you can get yourself a virtual lab at your school.
Snapchatters, keep sending us your snaps. We see them. We'll be posting them up later today on our app, so send your Snapchats to us at SOM Patriots and download the Patriots.
Home half of the third inning, and it'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Patriots. They trail Southern Maryland 1-0 in this one. And Scott Kelly will lead it off for Somerset.
Batting ace number 2, shortstop Scott Kelly.
Patriots still facing the right-hander Brandon Compton. Got the start for Southern Maryland. Vince Molesky's afternoon is over. After 2 2/3, gave up 5 hits, just the 1 run, no walks and a strikeout. Compton the right winds and delivers. A strike to Scott Kelly, who's hitting .222. Been limited playing time for Kelly, trying to make himself a mainstay as the 0-1 misses outside. Scott steps out, calls for time as the big American flag out in center field waves a bit, extended out over the fence, so wind blowing out towards center. 1-1 is slapped at and past the diving Kent Blackstone into center field. It's a leadoff single for Scott Kelly. He stays red hot at the plate.
That's now 6 consecutive plate appearances in which Scott Kelly has reached base. Was 3 for 3 on Sunday, reached base 5 times, including a couple of walks. And now in his first at-bat today, grounds a base hit up the middle. And look, Scott can be a spark plug. He has been for a number of years here in Somerset. He's a fast base runner. See if he wants to maybe force the issue a bit. He's a leader in the clubhouse, longest tenured Patriot. He doesn't like losing. So he's over at first now, representing the tying run.
You can almost see it in the way he takes his lead. First pitch, Bracamonte squares around, it's outside. And Falsetti, the catcher, pump fake to throw back down to first base. So it looks like Bracamonte might be giving himself up.
Bracamonte also had a big game in his last start. Recorded his first 2 hits as a Patriot, including his first home run. A 2-run shot over the left field fence in Sugar Land.
Kelly off the first. 1-0. Swing. Hit to the right side. And that one bounces up. And off of Blackstone, the second baseman trickles into right field. Everybody's safe. Runners at first and second. No outs in the bottom of the third for Somerset.
Well, the Patriots putting on a hit and run there. Kelly was running on pitch. And Bracamonte clearly trying to hit it to the right side of the infield. As the second baseman Blackstone was supposed to cover the second base bag. He retreated back to his position, but the ball was hit somewhat sharply, and Blackstone couldn't really corral it. Might have taken an odd hop right before it got to him, went up to his hip, couldn't keep it in front of him. It's ruled an E4. Now Somerset has runners at first and second with nobody out.
Now Darby Myers steps up. He squares to bunt, gets it up the third base side, but it'll bounce foul.
You need to check out Harvest Specialty Catering's full lineup.
Well, I have no problem with Myers bunting here. You want to try to get these guys into scoring position. Ramon Flores awaits on deck. He's been your hottest batter in the lineup. So the goal here, at least get Kelly into scoring position for Flores. Well, get Kelly over to third, rather. And with Myers' speed, he drops down a good bunt. He's got as good of a chance as anyone in this lineup to beat it out.
No outs, bottom of the third, runners on first and second. 0-1. Myers squares, pulls it back, but a called strike. Pitch had some movement on the outside corner, was working away from the plate. But Calvin Baker calls it a strike, and now 0-2. Don't think you see Myers squaring here.
Looks like the corner infielders might still play in a bit. They haven't been fully convinced otherwise, but I wouldn't imagine Myers is going to bunt here.
Compton sets in the 0-2. Just misses off the plate. Scott Kelly got the inning started. A single up the middle. Then the hit and run was on. Gabriel Bracamonte slapped a ground ball to the right side. That ate up Kent Blackstone, the second baseman. Compton sets third base side of the rubber. Peaks at second. Kicks with the 1-2. Just foul. Myers off of his front foot. That went all the way out to Mel Cheatham, the umpire between second and third.
I think the hit and run might have switched up Blackstone a bit also, because Kelly might have been crossing the path of Blackstone while the ball was sort of getting there roughly around the same time. And Blackstone wasn't able to make the play.
Certainly not a routine play, but one that should be made. 1-2 pitch. Just tapped foul, a swinging bunt up the third base side. Myers busting it hard out of the box, but foul the whole way.
We've talked about it ad nauseum, Brandon, but you know, you got to play good situational baseball for this Patriots team. I mean, those are the kind of games, you know, if they play solid fundamental baseball, situational baseball, and able to move runners across and hit and run and drop down bunts, those are the games they're going to win, because they're not going to win with the long ball. So an important at-bat for Myers to advance the runners here.
1-2 the count. The pitch. Kelly goes from second, swung on and driven in the air to straightaway center field. Vaughn has a beat on it, settles under it, and Kelly has to scamper back to second base. Looked like Scott Kelly got a really good jump, just a little bit of bad luck baseball there.
Yeah, and he was going on his own also. I think that's a situation where Kelly recognized, you know what, I've got to step up my game and try to force the issue a bit. So he went on his own. Bracamonte didn't run off of first base, so it wasn't like it was a scheduled double steal. And Myers had to protect the plate because there was 2 away. Kelly had a good jump. I think there's a pretty good chance that he gets into third base. But Myers had to protect the plate and put a good swing on it, just flew it out to center.
So now with 1 away, runners on first and second, it's the Patriots' hottest hitter, Ramon Flores. 12 straight games in which he's reached base multiple times. First pitch, squares around, and he'll pull it back, but a called strike.
I don't think he was actually planning on bunting there. I think he was taking all the way. And that was his way of either, trying to skew the strike zone a bit for Compton or maybe give the Blue Crabs something else to think about. But I don't think he was up there swinging for that first pitch.
Corner infielders don't really buy it either. They're not up on the grass as Compton steps off.
Because you don't want to take the bat out of Flores' shoulders the way that he's playing right now.
Right.
I mean, if he was to bunt, I would imagine he would be doing that on his own.
0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed. Looked like a fastball from Compton. And he's ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, we've seen Ramon Flores can battle. In his first plate appearance yesterday in the first inning, took 9 pitches before he singled to right field. Kelly off of second, Bracamonte at first. 1 away. Bottom of the third, 1-0. Southern Maryland leads Somerset. Blue Crabs took the game last night 2-1 with 2 runs in the 8th inning. 0-2. In tight and in the dirt. Nice sliding stop from Falsetti.
That's a tough pitch to lay off for Flores. He was a little late on the fastball, so you imagine he's sort of gearing up a bit on that 0-2 pitch. Compton snapped off a nice breaking ball towards the back left foot of a left-handed batter. And Flores thought about it, but just checked his swing, showed off some strong wrists, and stays alive in the at-bat.
1-2 pitch. Swung on in this one, belted deep to right field. Silva is back on his horse, looking up. It's off the top of the wall. Kelly being waved around third. He will score. Bracamonte stops at third. It's an RBI double for Ramon Flores. We're tied at 1 in the third.
That ball hit off the very top of the right center field fence. Flores missed his second home run of the year by inches. But the Patriots will take it, and that's why you keep the bat on his shoulders as he drove that ball on a line. Nearly a 3-run blast, but Somerset has tied up the ball game. Big RBI double, and now the Blue Crabs are going to bring the infield in.
I don't get that a whole lot. I know it's only a 7-inning game, but you give Ray Navarro, who can hit the ball hard, a whole lot of room. He's up with 1 out, runners on second and third. And the first pitch misses upstairs. Make life a little more difficult on your starter, Brandon Compton.
I think this is a sort of the Blue Crabs recognizing that their lineup hasn't been producing, so they don't have a lot of faith in scoring multiple runs.
1-0 is hit hard through the hole on the right side. Bracamonte scores easily. Flores will hold up at third. 2-1 Somerset the lead on the Ray Navarro RBI single.
Well, there you go. Infield drawn in and Navarro able to beat it. If the infield's playing back, maybe there's a different result there, but that situational baseball, you can't strike out in that situation. You got to put the ball in play. Navarro put a good swing on it, ripped it through the right side of the infield, and Somerset has rallied a needed rally here in the bottom of the third inning, and they've jumped back in front 2-1.
Now that run unearned, Gabriel Bracamonte reaching on the E4, but a 2-1 lead for Somerset. They're still threatening. Runners on the corners, Justin out, bottom of the third, and Edwin Espinal up. First pitch is called a strike.
Boy, wouldn't this be a good situation for Espinal to put an exclamation point on a rally by sending one out of the ballpark. Just sort of has that feel to it. Compton struggling a little bit. The ball staying a little further up in the zone, and Espinal's due.
0-1. Hit hard, but fouled off right side. El Poco late on that swing, and he's in a hole. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, it's the second time through the order. But once again, who's the spark plug for this Patriots team? It's Scott Kelly leading off the inning with a base hit, forcing the issue, showing off his speed with a hit and run, and setting the stage for the middle of this order.
El Poco calls for time, steps out of the right-handed batter's box. Brandon Compton getting roughed up a bit here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Vince Molesky was knocked around and taken out of the game in the top half of the inning for Somerset. 0-2. Swing and a ground ball left side, past to diving Frank Martinez and into left field. 3-1 the lead for Somerset. It's an RBI single for El Poco. Edwin Espinal, Ramon Flores scores, and Somerset extends the lead in the 3rd.
And that's just a good job of 2-strike hitting for Espinal. We've seen him have a long swing this year, but he shortened up the stroke there, recognizing that he just had to get the ball in play. Martinez has showed off a strong glove over at third base. Wasn't able to come up with that one. Perfectly placed by Espinal. The rally continues. Somerset goes station to station. And they're still threatening.
Craig Massey is up next. Runners on first and second. Still just 1 out. The pitch. Slapped foul left side. Glenn Barker stepping out of the way in the third base coach's box. The Patriots with 3 straight hits. They've all been RBI worthy. 2 singles. 1 a double from Ramon Flores. This is when the Patriots offense is at their best, when they can just pass the baton. Compton sets. 0-1. Waved at and missed. A big swing from Craig Massey, and we've seen a few of those the past couple days. Massey kind of looking for that home run swing.
Yeah, Massey was looking to lift that ball. Changed the launch angle just a bit and was trying to drive it out of here.
Compton peers in to get the signs from his catcher, Mike Falsetti. Now comes set in the 0-2. Is swung on and lifted into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Navarro hard around third. He'll score without a throw. 4 straight Patriots hits. They lead it 4-1.
And again, it's a Patriot batter protecting the plate. Massey shortens up his stroke, inside outs it a bit, puts some reverse spin, slicing it over the third baseman Martinez and down the left field line. And like you said, Brandon, passing the baton. The floodgates have opened for Somerset here, now swinging with a little bit more confidence. Compton's a guy that they hit hard the first time they saw him. Second time through the order, they're getting a lot better swings.
Southern Maryland bullpen stirring a bit down the left field line. Justin Pacioli is now up. 8th man to plate so far in the 3rd for Somerset as the first pitch misses outside. 4-1, Somerset leads Southern Maryland. Edwin Espinal is at second base. Craig Massey is at first. Still just an out here in the 3rd inning. Somerset responding to the 1-run Southern Maryland top half. As that one goes in for a called strike, and Falsetti throws down to second base. Espinal, boy, he's a big guy and just kind of barreled into the back.
Yeah, he wasn't taking a very large lead, but for him, even with a short lead, it can be an adventure getting back to the bag. And like you said, he sort of, it's not, I don't know if I'd call it a dive as much as a falling into the bag.
Like a flop. You just kind of flop into it.
Yeah.
He lost the helmet as well. So 1-1 the count on Pacioli, making his first start since May 19th. The pitch in tight, 2-1.
Patriots had been struggling at home. They lost last night. They've lost 4 of their last 5 at home and 7 of their last 8 home games.
2-1 pitch. is in off the hands, and that drops into left field. Espinal getting waved around third. Here's the throw at the plate from Thomas, and it beats him by a mile. So Edwin Espinal cut down trying to score on the 7-2. But Pacioli's over to second base after the single, and Craig Massey is at third with 2 away.
I'm a bit surprised that Glenn Parker sent Espinal there. The ball wasn't hit too hard, and Thomas was able to come in to shallow left field to field. And Espinal not the most fleet of foot. But the Patriots already have 4 runs home, so Parker figured, why not? Let's get a little aggressive. And Thomas able to beat Espinal with a strong one-hop throw.
Snaps a streak of 4 straight Patriots hits that plated a run, and now Mike Ullman is up with 2 men in scoring position. A first pitch breaking ball that misses. So this is the 9th Patriots batter to step to the plate here in the 3rd inning.
And just a prototypical Patriot rally. I mean, their big innings this season have always looked like this kind of an inning.
1-0 in tight to Ullman.
Their big innings haven't come with home runs. They haven't come with a bunch of extra base hits. It's been guys going station to station. In this inning alone, the team has 6 hits, 5 of which have been singles, and have also had another guy reach on an error.
Still Compton, the starter on the bump in the 2-0. In tight again to Mike Ullman. 3-0 the count. Do you think Ullman gets the green light?
I imagine he would. I'd imagine in this situation, it's basically, you look for a pitch. What's your pitch? Is it middle in? Is it middle away? Is it high? Is it low? Whatever it is, you look for it. If you get it, rip it. If not, you spit on it.
3-0. Swings and drives this one to right field. Down the right field line, drops in for a hit. 1 run scores. Another scores easily as well. It's a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Mike Ullman. 6-1, the Patriots lead it in the 3rd.
Well, there you go. Patriots have already been rallying in this inning, so there wasn't any harm in letting Ullman swing away there. You already had 4 runs home. He got a pitch that he liked. Didn't put too hard of a swing on it, but was able to get it to fall down the right field line. And now a 6-run frame for the Patriots, one of their biggest innings of the season, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time.
I believe 7 is the most they've scored in an inning this season, and Patriots have batted around as Scott Kelly steps up, singled up the middle to start the inning. He looks at the first pitch, misses down low.
Patriots put a 7 spot in the top of the 1st inning against the High Point Rockers back on May 1st. This is their largest inning since.
It's been 6 runs on 7 Somerset hits. 1-0. That paints the outside corner for a called strike. 6 straight Somerset hitters have reached. One tapped foul, and 1-2 the count with 2 away in the home half of the 3rd. It's been a good one for Somerset. They've played it 6 runs to this point.
I would imagine that, the Patriots didn't take the loss last night that well, and falling behind 1-0 again today, eventually you got to sort of put your foot on the ground and say, enough's enough, and looks like that's what they're trying to do here in the 3rd.
1-2 lifted foul.
And again, all station to station. Single reached on an error, fly out to center field, and double, single.
8 Somerset hits.
It's like it's a Tinder game right here. Bunch of singles.
1-2. Called strike 3, and Scott Kelly goes down looking, but not before Somerset plates 6 runs on 7 hits. There was an error, and 1 man was left on base. 6-1. Somerset leads Southern Maryland as we head to the 4th. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer. I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night.
Every hour.
Every minute. And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Lab program to your classroom next year. Entry instructions can be found within the email package you received from the Patriots in advance of today's game. Hey kids, do you like Paw Patrol? Then get to the ballpark Sunday, June 30th, so you can meet Chase and Marshall. That's right, Chase and Marshall of Paw Patrol will be here to entertain the crowd.
Looking for a new or used car? There's no better place than the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at Flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs, as they've done since 1976. Fans get updates on the team, ticket specials, and upcoming promotions with the Patriots Blast. Text Somerset Patriots, one word, to 22828. That's Somerset Patriots to 22828 to get signed up today. Top of the fourth inning, 6-1. Somerset exploding in the bottom half of the third to take the lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And it's still Dwayne Below in relief for Somerset. Pours in a first pitch strike. He'll face Corey Vaughn, Craig Maddox, then Edwin Garcia. Oh, 1 from the lefty. Just misses down low. Patriots offense getting back on track. Dwayne Below is looking to as well. He struggled in his last few appearances out of the bullpen. 1-1. Catches the outside corner at the knees. Third-year Patriot with the 1-2. Spoiled into the seats right side.
Well, there is a bit of exciting news that the Patriots can announce. Big press release dropping from the Atlantic League about 18 minutes ago at noon Eastern time, giving the Patriots an award.
1-2 just misses a hair low.
Somerset Patriots right-handed pitcher David Kubiak named the Atlantic League Pitcher of the Month for the month of May.
No surprise there. 4-0 record, ERA below 1. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That looked like it was off speed on the outer third, and Vaughn down swinging, the second strikeout victim of the afternoon for Southern Maryland, the first recorded by Dwayne Below.
So a big congratulations to David Kubiak. Again, he was named the Atlantic League Pitcher of the Month for the last week of April and all of May. 4-0 with a 0.95 ERA. He's the Pitcher of the Month. Hitter of the Month, Dante Bichette Jr. for the High Point Rockers, still hitting over 400.
Craig Maddox steps into the left side. First pitch misses down low. He was a Patriots killer, too, when the Rockers were last here.
I mean, this is no longer that small of a sample size. He's legitimately hitting over 400.
1-0 is skied left side of the infield. In foul ground, Ullman tosses the mask aside, and he'll make the catch for the second out. He actually tossed his mask, inadvertently, of course, right into the left shin of Dwayne Below.
15th birthday, Naya Barker.
Bilo wanted to give that one a look because in a couple of appearances ago for Dwayne, there was a pop-up from Jared Mitchell along the infield against Sugarland, and it was Ullman who was catching. Will Kendra was at first base. Both of them came towards each other, and neither of them made the play. The ball landed right in between them in fair territory down the first base line. So talking with Bilo, he said, you know what, moving forward, I'm just going to make sure I'm in the vicinity, just in case.
Edwin Garcia, first pitch swing, and he skies this one to right. It's Myers who settles under it and makes the catch as the Blue Crabs go down in order in the top of the fourth. 6-1. Somerset the lead. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
2, 3, 4. Nailed it! Now let's go play some quick draw. Quick draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power sprint. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Coach Lowe, Edgar Middle School, Jefferson School, Shepherd High School, Steps to Literacy, Arthur and Judd Elementaries, Brighton Gardens of Florham Park, Addison Intermediate School, Newmark High School, Piscataway High School Pegs, Piscataway High School Sale, Sayreville War Memorial High School, Theodore Shore Middle School, Dwight Homeschool Group, Greenbrook Middle School, Hillsborough.
Hang out with friends, reward employees, or entertain your clients with a great view of the action from the party deck. Groups of 30 or more can party on the party deck and enjoy an all-you-can-eat premium buffet. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to plan your party on the party deck. Shopping for a new car? Hit a home run with all the great deals on available now at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots Baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Well, it's still Brandon Compton on the bump for Southern Maryland, and I think the thought process now has to be, you've got another game tonight, you've got to eat up some innings. He's only at 57 pitches as he delivers the first pitch to Gabriel Bracamonte, fouled back to the netting behind the plate.
Well, I think that's exactly what it is, Brandon. I mean, Blue Crabs want to preserve their bullpen a bit, and Stan Clyburn has a reputation of letting his starting pitcher stay in the ballgame. Might be a tough road for the Blue Crabs to come back in this one, but you need your starter to eat some innings.
Oh, one misses low and away. 1-1 the count on Gabriel Bracamonte. Reached on an E4 in that third inning and came around to score. One of 6 runs the Patriots plated. 1-1. Misses low and away. And a 6-1 lead here for Somerset in the bottom of the fourth.
One other game currently going on in the Atlantic League. High Point Rockers and the Revs have an early one. High Point currently leading York 4-3. That game in the middle of the 7th.
2-1 is foul tipped off of the mask of Mike Falsetti. Calvin Baker will hand deliver Brandon Compton a new baseball. 6 runs scored on 7 hits. An error was made as well in that third inning, but only 3 of them earned because of the error. So Bracamonte's run was unearned. And then the runs scored after Edwin Espinal was thrown out at the plate, because that would have been the third out. They were unearned as well, those being Greg Massey and Justin Pacioli. 2-2 is fouled back our way and off the facing of the press box. Boy, you are ready, man. You immediately jumped for that one. I don't think if a ball ever makes its way into this booth again, there's no chance I make a play. Not a chance. 2-2 misses.
I just don't want it to happen again.
We can switch
I really
seats.
don't. No. Higher in this seat.
There we go. 3-2. Out straight back. So is the belief just that you earned the open window seat? Like, what makes it the better seat is the question.
Well, I think it's more open, more air coming my way. I think better view.
All valid points.
A little easier to see down the right field line.
3-2 pitch. Just fouled back again. Bracamonte throwing the bat head out there.
But look, with with great seat comes great responsibility. And if a ball comes our way, got to make the play. And you got to keep the call going while it happens as well.
Here we go again. 3-2.
You brought it up.
Bracamonte works a walk. He's looked pretty good. I mean, he reached on the E4 in the third, but it was a hit and run, and he was clearly going to hit that, try and ground that ball through to the right side. He did his job, and there works a really nice at-bat.
Well, Bracamonte put up career numbers his last year in the Pacific Association. Now, granted, the Atlantic League is certainly a step up in competition, but he's somebody who's proven that he can hit in professional baseball. And, when you don't get a lot of playing time, it's tough to really put together consistently strong at-bats.
Darby Myers fouls off the first pitch he sees. That was just the first walk of the afternoon for the Patriots as a whole. But of course, the Bats have been active with 6 runs off of 8 hits. Southern Maryland a run off of 5 hits of their own. They made an error as well. 0-1. Swung on and grounded on a hop over to the third baseman Martinez, who fires to second for 1, over to first, not in time. So a fielder's choice 5-4, and Myers reaches.
Wasn't a strong enough throw from Martinez onto second base. He fielded it quickly, but Martinez's throw sort of had a bit of a loop to it. Wasn't a strong line drive. And with Darby Myers running, if you're trying to go around the horn for a double play, you got to be a little quicker towards second. And there was just no chance that Blackstone could turn it onto first.
Ramon Flores is up next, a lefty beginning to throw in the Blue Crabs bullpen. First pitch. That one off speed, misses away. Flores 1 for 2, just missed a 3-run jack. We're talking a foot, maybe 2. Doubled off the right field wall. 1-0, runner goes. Fouled straight back.
I mean, Flores is just locked in. And on that RBI double where he narrowly missed a home run, it was a 2-strike count as well. So not only was he protecting the plate, but he was able to put a drive into one as well. And he's been fouling off tough pitches, just locked and loaded.
Has a 10-game hit streak extended now and a 13-game on-base streak. Compton sets in the 1-1. This is outside.
Oh, that's the longest hit streak for the Patriots this year, is it not? Should be.
The only one that could rival it that comes to mind is Will Kenger. So I think his high might only be 7.
I think he topped out at 9.
9. 2-1. Runner goes again, and this time it's skied over the netting and out of play. The highest that I see is Will Kenger at 9, so you would be correct.
Couple of big streaks going now. Flores up to 10 games for his hit streak. Craig Massey has reached base today, so now a 21-game on-base streak for Massey as well.
Mike Ullman also a 7-game hit streak and 12 on base. Throw over. Myers back on his feet. Well, he said it last night. The Patriots unhappy with the road trip, how it panned out in Sugar Land, only taking 2 games of 7, but they hit .307 as a team. 2-2, runner goes. And again, spoiled foul.
Well, Myers is getting a workout at first base. That's the third time during his Flores at bat that he's run at first, and Ramon's fouled it off, but it's a 2-strike count, so Flores has to protect the plate. But look, during that Sugarland series, the bats were never really the big issue for the team. The bullpen had its difficulties, and there were some not great defensive plays made as well. So it was more so an inability to finish off games, and really an inability to hit with runners in scoring position also hurt them.
There goes Myers. 2-2 misses inside. Throw down to second, not nearly in time. Well, you'd think by, what was that, the third or fourth time?
That was the fourth time he ran.
He'd get a good jump, and he certainly did. Darby Myers swipes his 5th bag of the season.
Might be a little gassed over at second base now, but that's Myers' game. He's one of the more athletic guys on this team. So certainly good to see him run there.
And now the count full on Ramon Flores with 1 away. Runner at second. Just it out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Compton, the righty, set to the belt. And the pitch. Spoiled yet again.
One quick broadcast note. In the 5th inning, we'll have a couple of interviews again. Peter Lally from Santa Fe will be here for the top half of the 5th inning. And then Paul Winslow, the president of Students to Science. He'll be joining us in the bottom half of the 5th. So a couple of interviews to talk about STEM at the ballpark day.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat to Ramon Flores. Count is full. Pitch. Swing and a hard grounder, but right at the second baseman. Blackstone, who fields it and throws on to first in time for out number 2. Darby Myers advances to third.
The third baseman, Ring of Honor.
Well, even when Ramon Flores isn't able to reach, still produces a productive out. Advancing the runner over to third base.
That brings up Ray Navarro with 2 away. 6-1 the lead for Somerset. They've got another run 90 feet away in Darby Myers. Compton delivers. Swing and a miss. A long hack from Ray Navarro. Beautiful day for baseball here at TD Bank Ballpark, just past 12:30. 0-1 is lifted on the infield, left side. Garcia in, and he makes the catch just before the infield grass. And the Patriots are retired. No runs, no hits. One man is left on base. It's 6-1 through 4 innings at the ballpark. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Call your neighborhood lawn care experts, 1-800-LAWN DOCTOR. Hey fans, do any of you like Fortnite?
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Yeah. So that was gonna be fun because I know last time you asked me the question, just sticking with about the basic beverages, so I can give you some more on that a little bit.
And welcome back here to TD Bank Ballpark. Top of the 5th inning. Somerset Patriots now in front of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 6-1. Dwayne Belo back on the mound for his second inning of relief. My name's Mark Schwartz, and for the third time this season, I have the pleasure of being joined alongside Peter Lally from Sanofi. How you doing, Pete?
Good, Mark. Good to see you again. Thanks for having me a third time.
Of course. Well, we had so much fun the first 2 times. We had to bring you back on for a third.
Oh, that's great.
Dwayne Bilo, first pitch now to Tony Thomas, leading off in the top of the 5th inning, is fouled off. No balls and a strike. So once again, Sanofi is the presenting game sponsor of our STEM Day at the ballpark. And I'll tell you what, Pete, you have continued to bring the beautiful weather with you every time you've been
here.
All
3 games have been just wonderful, one better than the next, and this one better because the team's up.
Thomas swings and drives one to deep left field here, and you can forget about that one. That one is long gone over both rows of advertisements. A solo home run for Tony Thomas to lead off the top of the 5th inning. You jinxed it a bit there,
I was just thinking that. I should not have said anything. But the team's still up, though, so that's good.
That's Thomas's second extra base hit of the ball game. It's his 4th home run of the season. And with that, Somerset now in front 6-2. And Dwayne Bilo, who has been victimized by a couple of home run balls, once again victimized again here today. So 6-2 ball game now with nobody on, nobody out, top of the 5th inning. And the number 9 batter, Mike Falsetti, at the plate. Again, speaking with Peter Lally from Sanofi is the first pitch here, called strike 0-1. So, Pete, another a lot of involvement for you guys once again on the concourse. I think you got one more table today than you had previously.
We did. This was the biggest turnout of all the 3 games, so we were prepared with some extra stations, and the kids are keeping us busy. Very interested in the science today out here at the ballpark.
So for those of our listeners who might not have been on the air the first couple of times that you were with us, what exactly are you guys doing over at your Sanofi table and sort of your involvement in the game today?
Our game, yeah, because Sanofi being a pharmaceutical company, science is very important to us. So our commitment to STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is very profound. And so when we had a chance to partner with the Patriots on these games, we jumped at the chance, and we've tried to bring science to the ballpark and working with the Patriots organization to make sure that baseball was the key theme. So at our tables, what we have are 3 different ways that kids can experience science at the ballpark with baseball. The first one is they can test the pH of various beverages and condiments that you find at the ballpark, see if the ones that are more acidic, tending more basic. We also have the ability to test a bat, whether it's wooden or metal, to see what the sweet spot of the bat is and what that would mean, so they learn a little about that. And we also have a spinning wheel for the kids that want to just answer some questions and think they know some topics, and they can have different topics around science, technology, engineering, math, as well as baseball. And if they answer them, they're getting some prizes. So it's just a nice interactive environment for us.
Mike Falsetti just lined a base hit over the head of the shortstop, Scott Kelly. So Falsetti takes first. It's a couple of hits for the Blue Crabs to begin the top of the 5th inning. Patriots leading this one 6-2. Falsetti at first, and we move back to the top of the order. It's Kent Blackstone, an RBI single in his last at bat. Infield to double play depth. First pitch to Blackstone skips low. About a 56-footer in front of home plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Peter Lally of Sanofi joining us here. And we mentioned before we came on the air, I think the last time that you were on the air, Pete, I quizzed you a bit on which drinks would be more basic that the kids. And you do have a little more information for me.
Yeah, because you did catch me there, because I knew we had mostly everything.
I wasn't trying to catch you.
No, it's hard to get to the basic, and then the best I was doing was saying, okay, if we water down lemonade enough, can you get it? But the most you're going to get is neutral there. And the reality is none of the drinks that we actually have here to test are basic. They all are acidic, although they are using some household available products like borax and things that can bring it down, but that's obviously not something that you drink. But it wasn't interesting, though, looking at there are this big push about these higher pH beverages that they're selling, like pH waters. It's questionable whether the science really supports the better health benefits, but there's some people who believe that. So
what would be a health benefit of a higher pH level in water?
Well, people just believe there's something better with the way that you absorb these chemicals, the way it makes your cells healthier, because supposedly there's a lot that proves that if you're the more basic, I think, that your cells can be, that might have some health benefits to it. So it's all that, but I guess the real clinical study part of that is still out for judgment. But there's a demand for it, so obviously the beverage companies are trying to meet that demand.
this is going to sound like a silly question, and I'm not as affluent in the science world, but is water supposed to be, is that like a barometer of a zero neutral?
Absolutely. It's supposed to be
so
neutral.
So like a clean, clear, basic H2O.
Should be. If you have truly pure water, it'll be basic, but what you'll find is in your communities when the water's tested, because of the treatment that they'll do and the different things they add, whether it be fluoride or what have you, that you're probably not drinking neutral water. And but hopefully it has a nice healthy balance for it. But yeah, pure water should be neutral.
There's a runner at first now with one away. Ruby Silva at the plate. He tops it right in front of the home plate. Ullman out to make the play, and a strong throw onto first base for the second out. Ken Blackstone had grounded into a fielder's choice in the batter preceding Silva. So a 2-3 put out, advances Blackstone to second, but now 2 away in the top of the 5th inning, already a run home for the Blue Crabs. Somerset leading 6-2. Again, joined by Peter Lally over at Sanofi. Game sponsor for all 3 games. Have you guys noticed a lot of kids interacting with your tables and having a good time with everything?
Yeah. Each game has been better than the next as far as the number of kids coming up. For whatever reason, there's been a lot of excitement. They're getting to know our staff and working in there. And the kids, it's true excitement. And like I said, it's when the kids come and then they're asking a lot of questions, not just doing the activities, but they're asking, well, why is this the case? Why does this, the result that it is, what does that mean? And so when they ask all those questions, you just know that these are kids that are inquisitive and they want to take that, and that's what we're great to see.
It's the beautiful thing about science also is that, it's one of the subjects that, you're not just reading from a textbook, but you're playing around with your hands, and you're trying all these different things, and you're physically seeing the results of experiments.
Exactly, and that's what these games are about, hands-on science, and the kids experiencing it. And it's part of their everyday life, or at least when they're at the ballpark life. And it's just great.
1-0 is grounded sharply to first. A diving backhanded pick by Bracamonte, and he takes it himself to the first base bag. What a play from Gabriel Bracamonte, and that retires the side. Well, Pete, it was a pleasure once again to have you on the air.
All mine, Mark. Thank you again for having me all 3 games. I appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Hope to see you out here at the ballpark when I'm not part of a STEM day.
Well, I appreciate that, Pete.
Thank you.
That was Peter Lally of Sanofi. Blue Crabs played a run. Patriots lead 6-2. We move to the bottom of the 5th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
I fight every night.
Every hour.
Every minute.
And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Sorry, we were running late.
No problem. Come on in.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited. I enjoyed my conversations with Gary the first couple of times that we were doing this.
Fantastic.
So,
and Paul's been in here too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so now you got a bunch of
We've got the whole mishpucha.
The whole mishpucha. Now you're talking my language.
Come on. You think I'd bring a goyim into the...
You're not serving me bagels and lox to get me going? A little whitefish salad. I had that yesterday.
We're about to come back up. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. The Patriots in front of the Blue Crabs 6-2. Brandon Compton remains on the mound for Southern Maryland. Edwin Espinal will lead off in the home half of the 5th. It'll be Espinal, Massey, and Justin Pacioli due up. And now we have a brief change in our programming. Larry Fox has joined us, Vice President on the board for Students to Science and a founding member of the organization as well. Thank you for joining us, Larry.
I'm so happy to be here.
Edwin Espinal takes the first pitch low, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, I had the pleasure of speaking with Gary Sarkis for the first couple of games, and now I get the pleasure of speaking with you. And because you're a founding member, I'm very intrigued to find out exactly how Students to Science came to be and what the genesis of really for this organization.
Well, it came to be is that our founder, one of our co-founders, Paul, sold his business and was thinking about what he was going to do. And we realized that the students of New Jersey and the companies of New Jersey really needed to find a way to feed the need of the high technology companies of New Jersey to have kids who were trained in science. And it's sort of an existential threat to the companies of New Jersey. So we said, let's create something new and different. And we sat at a diner, we said, let's do it. And within 2 months, we signed a lease on this building. We got some of the pharmaceutical companies to donate this fantastic equipment. We signed up these incredible volunteers. And next thing you know, we had schools coming in to spend an incredible day of science. And that was 10 years ago.
Edwin Espinal led off the inning with a double. He's off of second base. Now Craig Massey steps to the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out in the bottom of the fifth inning. First pitch to Massey, a fastball up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, speaking with Larry Fox of Students to Science. Now, Larry, was your background in science before you
Yes, I have an
started
engineering
this?
degree
Okay.
in aerospace engineering, and I run an engineering company in Dover that builds high technology equipment
What
right
company?
here in New Jersey. Name of my company is Fox Valve.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
First pitch saw the 1-0 to Massey taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes. So one of the things that I've been talking about the last couple of times on the air for our STEM days, STEM has become such a buzz phrase in education. And it seems like there's been a concerned movement in education, not only in New Jersey, but across the country, to get these kids more educated in science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Do you find that, the path that Students of Science is on sort of mirrors the path that education is sort of moving along here in the country?
Sure. School kids and schools and companies realize that these young students need to be excited about science to choose that as a possible career path. And one thing we learned was that middle school is a really critical part of kids' decision making. And if kids lose interest in science in the 8th grade, you may never get them back. So that was part of our focus, to get middle school kids into our building and exposed.
Craig Massey rips a double down the right field line. He's in sliding safely at second base as Edwin Espinal comes home to score from second. Massey trades places with Espinal. It's an RBI double in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Patriots now in front 7-2. And Larry, you brought a little bit of good luck into the broadcast
Very
booth,
nice.
a couple of doubles to begin this inning.
Very nice.
So a 7-2 lead. It's interesting. My girlfriend is actually a 7th grade science teacher. So she finds herself in a situation in school quite often where students maybe in a couple of different classes seem a little fatigued, and then they come into her class, and with the hands-on experience that science provides, they become energized. And it's really great, and especially with kids these days, as Justin Pacioli takes the first pitch for a called strike 0-1. It seems like there needs to be a little bit more of a stimulant for kids to sort of stay engaged with the subject matter, and I think science provides a perfect opportunity for that.
Well, because we founders are such science nerds, we thought it'd be really great to have a building and really great to have laboratories and really great to have equipment. And what we didn't realize, what would be so important, is our volunteers. And our volunteers are actual working scientists. Either they're retired or between jobs, or they just volunteer. And they share their passion with science with the kids, because a lot of kids don't know where science can go. They think the only thing science can do for you is to become a doctor, and they don't know the amazing things that science can do. And particularly here in New Jersey, which is a pharmaceutical state. So we bring in so many scientists who look the kids in the eyes and say, I'm a scientist, and what I do every day is work with a fantastic team to create drugs to make the lives of people better.
Justin Pacioli grounded out to short. There's one away. Massey's still at second. And now Michael Ullman steps to the plate, takes a first pitch, low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So how would one become a volunteer for Students to Science? Again, we're speaking with Larry Fox, the vice president of Students to Science. Is it a program that you guys reach out to these different scientists and physicians, or do they reach out to you? What's that process like?
A little of both. Certainly, the companies of New Jersey really want to feel engaged with their communities, and their employees want to be engaged. So companies like to give their employees the opportunity. So sometimes we deal directly with the big companies.
Like Sanofi, as an example?
Like Sanofi, of course. And their human resources department will feed that. But our website, studentstoscience.org, patriots.org. You can go there and sign up and come in whenever you want to come in. Sign up for when kids are going to be in the building. We reach out to various organizations, professional organizations.
Very cool, very cool. Michael Ullman at the plate, a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Already a run home for the Patriots on a Craig Massey RBI double. 7-2 Somerset leading. Again, my name is Mark Schwartz, and joined alongside Larry Fox here on Students to Science. We do have some bagels, by the way, in the press box. I had that earlier today.
But we have, we have some very sophisticated equipment, so kids can do really amazing things. For example, we can take monster drinks and coffee and tea and put it in this and analyzers and get parts per billion analysis on caffeine and things like that. We can buy fish at a supermarket and do a DNA analysis and determine, was the salmon raised in Norway? Was it caught off New Jersey? Is it really salmon after all? Really sophisticated stuff. And always at the kid's elbow, there's some PhD scientist who's been doing DNA analysis for 30 years.
It's fascinating stuff, Larry. It really is. Unfortunately, the Patriots just grounded into a double play. Craig Massey was picked off of second base on a chopper back to the pitcher. He caught in a rundown, was tagged out, and then Ullman, trying to advance to second, was tagged down on a 6-3 putout. So unfortunately, that brings our conversation to its conclusion as we have to step aside for the inning break. But Larry, I really did appreciate our conversation. Thank you so much for coming on and, again, doing great work with Students to Science.
Wonderful. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Larry. We're going to head to the top of the 6th inning. Patriots up 7-2 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night,
Every hour.
every minute, and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
We return for the top of the 6th inning. The Patriots now leading the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 7-2. A big thank you to both Peter Lally and Larry Fox for joining us in the 5th inning to talk about STEM Day. But now to take you on the call for the 6th inning, here's Brandon Pelter.
And it's the lefty Luis Cruz on for the Patriots. He'll face Jose Julio Ruiz leading off this top of the 6th. First pitch misses away. This one fisted out and dropped by Ray Navarro just inside the line, so a fair ball, long throw, and it can't be picked by Bracamonte. Julio Ruiz was not running out of the box. It was fisted and a little blooper up the third baseline. Navarro couldn't glove it and then heads up enough to make the strong throw, but couldn't be handled by Bracamonte. So it'll be ruled an E5.
Using science.
Navarro, normally pretty sure-handed at third base, nearly was able to rebound after dropping that one by throwing that strong toss onto first base. And Bracamonte made an unbelievable diving play in the top of the 5th, but not able to make the scoop there in that long throw from Navarro.
Corey Vaughn looks at a first pitch fastball that misses away. For Cruz, he's making his 14th appearance, a 16 through 16 and a third as a 1-1 record of 4.41 ERA. 1-0. That misses low. So Somerset, the 7-2 lead, 7 runs on 10 hits. Now they've made an error. And for Southern Maryland, 2 runs on 7 hits. They also have an error. Julio Ruiz off of first. Doesn't have a ton of speed in the 1-0. That misses outside. To the final line on Dwayne Belo, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run. That earned no walks and a strikeout. As the 2-0 is a called strike. Now actually 3-1. Vaughn tossed the bat away, but called back by Calvin Baker. 3-1. Popped up, but that'll get over the netting. Now the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. No outs in the top of the 6th. 7 innings. The ball game this morning and also tonight. So 2 7-inning affairs between Somerset and Southern Maryland. Julio Ruiz, the short lead off of first, and the 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4.
Stat chatters, check out the Somerset Patriot app as you go home today. We posted all the stats we've received from today's game. Check it out on the Somerset Patriots mobile app. Designated hitter, Craig Maddox.
So that's the first walk that a Patriots pitcher has allowed this afternoon. And runners on first and second for Southern Maryland. Craig Maddox, the hitting coach, is up next. He's 0 for 2. And the first pitch, a called strike. Maddox last night snapped a 6-game hitting streak after he went 0 for 4. Batting average at just 146, but raised it about 30 points over that 6-game streak. 0-1 is lifted and belted to deep right center field. Pacioli back in. He makes the catch in the right center field alley. Julio Ruiz tagging from second. He chugs into third safely. So now runners on the corners with an out.
That ball hit well by Maddox, but not enough juice on it. Blue Crabs have struggled to put up runs throughout the course of the season, but they are a team that has a little bit of pop, can get the ball out of the ballpark, and that certainly could be used here from a Southern Maryland perspective, trailing by 5.
Edwin Garcia now up. And if the Blue Crabs stand a chance here this afternoon, feel like they've got to play to run now. Runners on the corners, Justin out in the top of the 6th. The Blue Crabs trail by 5. Edwin Garcia, the 7-man, 0 for 2 this afternoon. Pitch is swung on and grounded over the shortstop Kelly. Flips to second for 1, on to first in time. The tailor-made 6-4-3 double play erases the Blue Crabs in the 6th through 5.5. 7-2, Somerset leads Southern Maryland. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on ESPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
Left field over Scott Kelly. And then Kent Blackstone grounded to a fielder's choice.
6'4"? You know?
I don't remember.
Okay. That's good. I'm caught up from there.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it worked anyway. It worked. Clap it up for these guys right here. Congratulations. You guys give yourself an awesome prize brought to you by our friends at Flemington Department Store. And also, I'm going to hook you up with some tickets for some more Patriots games.
Health Quest, a top 100 health and fitness club in the nation, is right here in our community. Conveniently located on Route 31 in Flemington and open 7 days a week, Health Quest proudly serves all of Central Jersey. Health Quest's state-of-the-art facility, industry-leading fitness equipment, and knowledgeable staff combine to form an unforgettable fitness experience. At Health Quest, it's not just another day at the gym, it's a lifestyle. Visit them today and start your journey to becoming HQ Fit. Ideacom is now offering businesses free VoIP phones. With Ideacom, you can reduce your phone bill, work from anywhere, and enjoy local support. Ideacom has the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team today by visiting their website at ideacom-nj.com. Hey fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi Suite level. Enjoy the next Patriots game you attend in a lap of luxury. Stop by the ticket office to find out more information on nightly hospitality suite rentals as well as seasonal plans that are still available. The Somerset Patriots Suite level is brought to you by our New Jersey Audi dealers and the 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. Bottom of the sixth inning, and Scott Kelly will lead things off. Somerset a 7-2 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And the first pitch is a called strike. It's Tommy Thorpe, the lefty, now in relief of Brandon Compton.
Thorpe, one of only 2 lefties on this Blue Crab staff.
0-1 misses away.
First time the Patriots are seeing him. 6 foot, 205-pound southpaw from Vancouver, Washington. Played with the Bees previously, earlier this season before making his way on to Southern Maryland.
1-1. Up and in to Scott Kelly. Kelly 0 for 2 this afternoon. Both plate appearances came in the 6-run third inning. He went 1 for 2 in that half inning. 2-1. Hit hard to the hot corner. Backhanded by Martinez. Long throw over and in time across the diamond. A nice play and flash of the leather by Frank Martinez, backhanding that one up the third base line.
Martinez has showed off a strong glove all series long, and that time no different. Scott Kelly, not an easy guy to throw out when the ball's hit on the ground, especially to third when Martinez's momentum was away from the first base bag. But a strong throw beats Kelly for the first out of the inning.
Gabriel Bracamonte is up next. And the final line on Brandon Compton. 5 innings, a gaudy 10 hits, 7 runs, only 4 earned though. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. The pitch. Check swing. Appeal down to first, and he did not go, says Richard Katz. There is a righty throwing in the Patriots bullpen down the right field line. (1-0). Upstairs, 2-0 the count on Bracamonte. Reached down an E4 and scored in the third. Worked a walk in the 4th inning in a really nice turn at bat. Was down early in the count, worked it back full. The 2-0 pitch. Misses away 3 balls and no strikes on the 9-man Gabriel Bracamonte.
He works tough at bats. He's already reached base twice. He's drawn, 4 walks now on the season.
3-0. Up and away, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk.
Well, for this Patriots team, they've certainly been struggling across the board, but, getting some guys playing time today that haven't been getting too much playing time. Scott Kelly, he has been a spark plug. Gabriel Bracamonte, somebody that this team has really rallied behind He's reached base twice with a couple of walks and has played a pretty strong first base in his first start of the season.
Darby Myers watches the first pitch called strike on the outer third. Myers 0 for 3 did reach on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. Oh, 1. Same spot, same result. 0-2 the count here on Myers. One away and a runner at first, bottom of the 6th inning. 5-run the lead for Somerset. The pitch. Swung on and a soft grounder over to Martinez at third. Throws to second for 1, on to first, and a nice pick by Jose Julio Ruiz to finish off the around the horn 5-4-3 double play. Somerset is retired in the 6th. No runs, no hits, and because of the double play, nobody left on base. 7-2 as we head to the 7th. Somerset in control this one. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
and I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
The cabin is so healthy. We lost a few pounds. The cabin couldn't break it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all right. Please, folks, don't forget. You see our veggie burger back there. Don't forget to go grab a veggie burger from the concourse up top, from all of our delicious concessions from our healthy food stands right on the third base line. Come on back here, please.
Voting is open for the 2019 Atlantic League All-Star Game. You can cast your ballots now through June 30th online at AtlanticLeague.com.
It's Jake Joyce on to try and close things out here against the Blue Crabs, 7-2. Somerset has the lead, and the righty Joyce comes on making his 13th appearance this season.
Joyce had enjoyed a strong stretch of baseball, 3 consecutive scoreless relief appearances, including his best appearance of the year against this Blue Crabs team, a couple of scoreless frames a couple of weeks ago, well, last weekend rather. Unfortunately for him, in his last appearance, it came against the Sugarland Skeeters. He entered in the ballgame with a 6-4 lead and wound up giving up 3 runs, including a 3-run bases-clearing double to Dennis Phipps. And ultimately, the Patriots weren't able to recover. That was the ballgame on Saturday, in which they led 6-1 and lost 9-6. So an opportunity now for Joyce to bounce back. Hopefully for him, work a clean sheet, get the confidence going again, because he's an important part of this Patriots bullpen moving forward.
He'll face 8-9-1 Tony Thomas to start things out. First pitch is lifted out of play right side. And a defensive adjustment for Somerset. Michael Kraus now in at right field, taking over for Darby Myers.
Well, Myers has been running a lot today. And it was his first game back after a bit of a pull on his leg that had him out for the final 6 games of the series against Sugarland.
The 0-1 was fouled straight back, so Joyce in the driver's seat, no balls and 2 strikes. Through 13 1/3, Jake Joyce has a 5.40 ERA, 6 walks, 11 Ks. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Elevated the fastball right around the hands and got Thomas to swing through it.
It's a good pitch there by Joyce. Thomas had looked strong so far today. He was 2 for 2, including a double, a home run, and had scored the only 2 runs of the ball game for Southern Maryland. Really, he's the reason why they have scored 2 runs. Even that double was a hustle double. But that time, Joyce, like you said, Brandon, Getting the fastball a little up in the zone, closer to the hands. It's a difficult pitch to hit. And he was able to beat Thomas.
There's Mike Falsetti with one away. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And it seems like the ball just kind of is exploding out of Joyce's hands. And it comes up on you kind of quickly. A little deceptive from the 6-foot righty. He sets first base side of the rubber. Nobody on, one out. And the 0-1. Off speed, clips the outside corner, 0-2. Well, strikeouts have been a rarity. Just 3 for each team this afternoon. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Joyce got him. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeout victims in the 7th.
And Joyce not playing around here. He's just got that fastball, and he's beat a couple of batters with it. Just saying, here's my stuff, try to hit it. And so far, the Blue Crabs have not been able to do so.
Well, they're down to their final out. Just a 7-inning ball game this afternoon. Another 7-inning affair later on tonight. First pitch will be at 7:05. Now Kent Blackstone steps in. First pitch. Swing and a hard liner right back up the middle and into center field. I think that might have caught a little piece of the glove of Jake Joyce. He just kind of threw it up there. Just heard like a little whisper.
Number 12, Ruby Silva.
And so the Blue Crabs stay alive as Blackstone reaches, and Ruby Silva is up next.
I got a confirmation from Patriots trainer Phil Lee for Darby Myers' hamstring taken out of the game as a precaution. So hopefully everything's all right with Darby. But as Brandon mentioned, Mike Prowse trying to finish off today's ball game in right field here in the top of the 7th.
Ruby Silva 0 for 3 today. First pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike. Somerset the 7-2 lead. Another 10-plus hit game for them. The offense has been heating up as of late. The 0-1. Misses low and away, a breaking ball. For the Patriots, they've had 9 or more hits in 11 of their last 13 games. 10-plus in 8 of their last 12. One. Tapped foul, and the Blue Crabs down to their final strike.
And I think there's a chance that we could start looking back at that 3rd inning. If the Patriots go on a bit of a run against the Blue Crabs and the Revs, we might look at the bottom of the 3rd inning today as a turning point for this team to sort of look themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, we're not a last-place club. We shouldn't be playing like one. They were trailing 1-0 and then put a 6th spot on the board in the bottom of the 3rd, and they've lived ever since. And now we'll see if they can carry that momentum moving forward.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball falls off and away. Well, the Patriots are looking to snap a season worst 4-game losing streak. They've also lost 4 of their last 5 at home. That can all change with another strike. Joyce sets, kicks with the 2-2. Just spoiled off into the seats left side. Somerset with 6 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. And the Blue Crabs with a run in each of those innings as well. 2-2 was swung on and a soft grounder over to the second baseman. Massey flips onto second base in time, and the ball game is over. The Somerset Patriots down the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 7-2, the final score. And boy, it feels like a big win for Somerset. To get out of the cellar now, they break a 4-game losing streak.
Absolutely is. Patriots suffered a tough loss last night. Now they have an opportunity for the first time in a while to smile a bit. Shake hands, give each other high fives, and get ready to carry this momentum into the nightcap.
So 7-2 again, the final. We'll be back in just a few moments to break everything down on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had a great time at the ballpark here today. Hopefully we'll see you very soon, right back here at the jewel of the Atlantic League. Until then, please arrive home safely.
And welcome back here to Flemington, to TD Bank Ballpark for the Flemington Department Store postgame show. As the Somerset Patriots, they top the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 7-2. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear, found in our 2-acre showroom located on Route 31 north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it's worth the trip. A lot of highlights to go over in this one. We'll also be joined by Craig Massey here on the postgame show. So let's jump right into the highlights. The Patriots had Vince Molesky on the mound working against Brandon Compton for the Blue Crabs. And Southern Maryland would take the first lead of the ballgame. It came on an RBI single for Kent Blackstone in the top of the third inning after Tony Thomas led off the frame with a double, and Southern Maryland was leading 1-0 early. However, the Patriots would respond immediately, and they would respond in a big way. Bottom of the third inning, Scott Kelly led off. Gabriel Bracamonte then reached on an error. Runners at first and second. A fly out from Michael Krause, Darby Myers, advanced Kelly over to third. So runners are on the corners with one away in the top of the third inning, and it would be Ramon Flores who would get the Patriots on the board. So Somerset ties it up. Flores stays hot, and they would keep the ball rolling. The very next batter with Flores in scoring position was Ray Navarro, and he would give Somerset their first lead. So Somerset taking the lead, and they would add a couple of more runs for good measure, and it just kept on coming batter after batter. After the Navarro single is Edwin Espinal who would get in on the fun. Edwin Espinal coming through to make it a 3-1 ball game, but as we mentioned, it would just keep on coming for the Patriots. Craig Massey was the very next batter, and he would not be outdone. Well, Brandon Pelter was certainly getting his work in the bottom of the third inning as Massey got the Patriots back on the board, making it 4-1. Justin Pacioli would then line a base hit to left field. Edwin Espinal was thrown out trying to score from second base. But the rally was not done. It was Mike Ullman who would cap off the big frame. So Somerset in front 6-1. At that point, the Blue Crabs would get a run back in the top of the fifth. Meanwhile, Vince Molesky was out of the ballgame for the Patriots. It was Dwayne Bilo who came on the mound in relief. A solo home run from Tony Thomas at the top of the fifth made it a 6-2 ball game. But for good measure, Somerset would get the run back in the very next half inning. Edwin Espinal led off with a double, and it was Craig Massey once again coming through. So Somerset leading 7-2. That would be our final score as Luis Cruz tossed a scoreless inning of relief. Jake Joyce also with a scoreless inning. And the Patriots end their season-long 4-game losing skid with a big 7-2 win here against Southern Maryland. We're still waiting on Craig Massey to come up here to the Flemington Department Store post-game show and into the Fullerton Auto press box. So we welcome in Brandon Pelter for the time being. And Brandon, how big was that bottom of the third inning for the Patriots? Obviously, you know what? You're not going to be able to answer this question because Craig Massey has just stepped in. So Brandon will step aside, and the second-year Patriot, the reigning Atlantic League batting champ, Craig Massey, will step in here. Craig, how you doing, man?
Good, Schwartzy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I did want to talk to you today. Another strong game for you. 2 for 3 from the plate, a couple of runs batted in. What was working well for you on the mound today? At the plate, rather.
That's threw me off there.
Yeah, sorry. Well, you weren't pitching, were you?
No, not yet.
So.
Not yet. No, it was good. Knew Compton had a good fastball, hard slider, so a lot of hard stuff, and just try and time him up and get something in play.
So the Patriots, unfortunately had dropped 4 straight games coming into today. What's been the mindset for you guys in the clubhouse trying to end this little tough stretch of baseball and to turn the season around?
Just keep going, keep grinding, working hard every day. Obviously we're not going to win every game like we'd like to, but just continue to work each day, and eventually things turn around for us.
So for you this year, Craig, last year was your first year, and a lot of pitchers in this league were getting to know you and the kind of player you were, and obviously you had such a tremendous season last year. This year, have you noticed anything different in maybe the way that pitchers are attacking you or their approach against you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it was due to last year. It's just facing each other multiple times now. We got both of us are making adjustments, trying to pick up each other, and just working off each other, trying to make adjustments.
So I know you're a little superstitious, so I'm not going to bring up anything too specific because you got mad at me the last time that I did that. But you've enjoyed a strong stretch of baseball here, and I know you said you were just trying to barrel up Compton today. But was there anything that changed for you from the beginning of the season that you were working on to sort of get to this point where now your season's starting to turn around a bit?
Sure. Yeah, I'd say my timing was pretty terrible when I first got here. But yeah, it's starting to turn around, and I like it better when it's hot too, and the weather's starting to get nicer. Beautiful weather. Just good day to be out here.
All right. Well, Craig, again, 2 for 3 today with a couple of runs batted in and a double and a big Patriots win. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks, Schwartzy.
Appreciate that. That was Craig Massey. We'll step aside one final time and wrap up the day. That was when we return on the Flemington Department Store postgame show. That coming up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com. Thanks, man. Yeah, all good. Thank you.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
And welcome back here to TD Bank Ballpark for the final time today as the Somerset Patriots defeat the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Well, I should say the final time, rather, in the first game of today's doubleheader, because there is a nightcap. The Patriots will be taking on the Blue Crabs at 7:05 p.m. tonight for the second of tonight's day-night doubleheader. But a big win for the Patriots. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. For Somerset, 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 6 runners left on. For the Blue Crabs, the winning pitcher is Dwayne Belo. He improves to 2-1 after allowing a run over 2 1/3 innings of relief. Brandon Compton takes the loss, allows 7 runs, 4 earned on 10 hits over 5 innings. He drops to 1-5 on the year, and no save is recorded in a ballgame that took 2 hours and 1 minute in front of an announced crowd of 5,873 fans. Another strong crowd at TD Bank Ballpark today. Somerset leading the Atlantic League in attendance. With the win, Somerset improves to 21-17 on the season, while the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs fall to 11-27 overall this year. Only one game going on in the Atlantic League simultaneous to this one, and it is not done yet. The High Point Rockers currently in front of the York Revolution 9-3. That game in the top of the 9th inning down in North Carolina. So the up to the second standings in the Liberty Division for the Somerset Patriots, they are still trailing the Long Island Ducks. The Ducks will play later tonight against the New Britain Bees. Long Island in first, and as of this second, the High Point Rockers a game and a half back in second. The Bees are in third, 3.5 back behind the Ducks, and the Patriots also 3.5 back, so tied for third place, but on percentage points, having played now 2 more games than New Britain, are 3 1/1000ths of a point behind the Bees and still sit in fourth place. Meanwhile, in the Freedom Division, the Sugarland Skeeters comfortably in first, 7.5 up on the Barnstormers, 11.5 up on the Revs, and 12.5 now up on the Blue Crabs. Again, our next broadcast will take place later tonight. It'll be Michael Kelly on the mound for Southern Maryland. He'll work against Brett Oberholzer for the Patriots. It's a 7:05 p.m. first pitch, so our coverage on SPN.TV as well as 1450 WCTC begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And a reminder that it is just a 7-inning ball game. So that'll be certainly something to keep in mind, especially with a strong starting pitcher in Brett Oberholzer on the mound for the Patriots. A couple of thank yous we'd like to send out for today's broadcast. First and foremost, a huge thank you to Ann McGlynn, who is running our boards back at the WCTC studios this morning, helping us out all morning long. As well as a big thank you to Peter Lally of Santa Fe, who joined us in the top of the 5th inning. And then, of course, Larry Fox from Students to Science, who joined us in the bottom of the 5th. And then to my co-host for today's broadcast as well, Brandon Pelter. But that'll do it for us for now here at TD Bank Ballpark. Again, we'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to bring you coverage of Game 2 of today's day-night doubleheader. But for everyone involved with the broadcast, my name is Mark Schwartz. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you in a couple of hours back here at TD Bank Ballpark. Have a nice rest of your afternoon, everybody. All right, thank you, Ann. I'll talk to you on Saturday, maybe? Following Saturday. All right, sounds good. Thanks again, Ann. All right, appreciate it. Have a nice day.